So, good afternoon to everyone present here. While there are other scientific disciplines that are very curious to know about what lies out there is only biology that I believe it's interested in knowing what lies within ourselves. Today, it is the knowledge of biology that has let us survive a pandemic and many more diseases of the past. Today, Yoof brings to you an interactive webinar, EdTech Bootcamp, a NEET webinar with Digi-tools with our amazing mentor, Ashima Joshi. We welcome you, ma'am, to our webinar, and we are also thankful for Wacom as well as for supporting us in this venture. Our today's mentor, master teacher at Vedantu, Miss Ashima, is one of the coolest professors of science of India's EdTech world. In her teaching career, she has taught around and mentored 3,000 plus students. She is an exceptional mind as well who has qualified as CSIR UGC NET with a rank of 120 in all India. She has done a postgrad in botany, a tough enough subject, I believe. Today, many will you take an interesting ride of knowledge filled with great examples and tips to help you for your exams. We welcome you once again, ma'am. I would just like to let the audience know this thing that this will most likely be a one-way conversation in the beginning. If you have any questions or you face any queries, you can put them in the chat box. Or if you feel like you want to talk to the mentor directly, you can raise your hand simply. That will be good enough. So now, without any further ado, this platform is all yours, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Sarthak. And it's absolutely my honor to join, as part of Yoof and definitely powered by Wacom. This was unexpected when Rajesh sir kind of called me and spoke and everything. So this is really amazing. So welcome, dear students. I hope you guys can all see and hear me clearly. Everything is visible and audible. So we are here. We are going to talk a little bit about NEET and biology and Wacom and many more things. Okay, and definitely we will talk about your doubts and clarifications as the NEET date is coming up closer. Okay, so in any way I can help, I will be there. So Sarthak, can I share my screen?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I guess you have the access for it. Yeah, you have it.
Yeah, I'll just. Okay, I hope my screen is visible to all of you.
Yes, it is.
All right. So yes, so we are going to start with the webinar. Okay, and so I'll start with a small introduction about myself. Anyways, I think Sarthak has done it beautifully. I am a biology master teacher at Vedantu. I've been in Vedantu for almost 2 years. And even before that, I used to teach at another startup, for NEET students, obviously, because biology is their only NEET. So yes, and I completed my BSc, MSc in botany in and around Chennai and Coimbatore. So I'm originally from Kerala. I'm a Malayali, but I've been settled in Chennai for quite a long time, around 20 years or so. So I'm part of Tamil Nadu, and I've done all of my studies also here. And so then I joined Vedantu. So that's pretty much. And yes, I have also qualified the CSIR UGC NET exam, which was a very big step in my life. As you guys are writing your NEET, I know exactly what I felt like when I was writing this exam, because it was this like how it is important for you. It was also at a point very important for me. So I can much rather relate to you at a competitive exam level. So today we will do a little bit of revision about bio. I will tell you how to approach questions, or we always say that biology is a subject where you should be scoring 360 on 360. Okay, and everybody says yes, it's very easy. You're all NEET students, you have bio at your fingertips and everything. But let me tell you one thing: getting 360 on 360 is easy when you compare it to chemistry and physics, but other than that, it is not that easy. It is not like you can chill and relax and expect your marks to come all of a sudden. So we will talk about factors which will help you not only in bio but overall in physics and chemistry. Then definitely we will talk about how we can make our study growth much better with Digi-tools, because we are living in a virtual era. We are living in an era where we have we depend a lot on digital, instruments or equipments or gadgets or whatever you want to call it. And then yes, a little bit of tips and tricks. Whatever I have up my sleeve, I will let you know. And then yes, we will also have a doubt time where you guys can ask me your questions and queries, and I will try to answer them. Okay. Anyways, I don't know. I just feel like this was perfect. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And although it's a little too strong for my taste, I would say this is one reason I chose to become a teacher, because this is something I've loved doing since my childhood. I have a younger brother who is 5 years younger to me. So as we grew up, I used to sit and teach him, even if I was in, class 5 or class 6 or 7. I used to sit and teach him like a teacher. That is literally hold a stick by my hand. Okay, maybe have mama's dupatta over me, and then I used to teach him. See, this is how it is done, and he used to learn well. So I can say that I had this teaching factor right from my childhood. But anyways, when it came to choosing my career, it was not big of a confusion, or I was not in any dilemma of what to do. I just thought, okay, the problem was choosing the subject, and obviously choosing botany was not easy. Everybody was like, botany, really? How do you even manage studying all those plant names and everything? But I realized that botany is not just plant names. I mean, that is something that you must also be realizing by now, since you guys are studying for NEET. Botany is not just plant names. It's a lot more. There is a lot of genetics. There is a lot of plant physiology, which does not have anything to do with plant names, right? So yes, we do have a lot more to study, and I enjoyed that. So that is how I became a teacher, and yes, here I am. I'm very proud of that. Okay, so let's go ahead to NEET. Okay, so in any subject, okay, be it botany, be it physics, be it chemistry, there are some basic things that we would like to do. Okay, or I would like to tell you people. The most important being understanding the concepts. Okay, that is exactly why we have books, we have teachers, we have our seniors. Sometimes our friends help us with studying. It is all just so that we understand the basic concepts, and that's very important. Okay, I can't even begin to tell you how important, because without understanding the concepts, that is what I used to do for a long time. I mean, not for a long time, because when it came to 11th and 12th, my chemistry and physics, basically my physics were really bad. And I was a very bad student of maths. Chemistry, I could manage. Bio was my best subject. So learning these chemical reactions were very difficult for me, because I never could understand or grasp the concept. Bio was easy because I could easily understand. I used to sit in the class, attend the class, concentrate in class, whatever the teacher teaches. It was very easy for me to understand. It was very easy for me to relate. So I studied, and I wrote all of my exams in my own words. That was a problem, but yes. Okay, so understanding the concepts is very important. And I will tell you, our NCERT books, the language used in NCERT is quite difficult. It's a little tough to understand, but hoping that we can move ahead. I mean, now you guys have everything in your fingertips, maybe YouTube classes or online education platforms, or even your schools have a better, they are working at a better standard or quality than before. So understanding the concepts is definitely the basics. When you don't understand certain concepts, you automatically feel that is a difficult concept. Okay, it might be easy to somebody else who have understood it. So find out. Okay, so I would request all of you to find out where you are lacking. Okay, find your difficult concepts. That is very important. Okay, rather than looking at, okay, all of my friends are saying that this chapter is difficult. Okay, I feel it is difficult too. Whenever we think about plant physiology as a unit, we always feel, that is a very difficult topic. But there are students who can manage that much better than learning morphology or anatomy. Okay, so it is not about the subject, it is about you. You've got to realize that, and you've got to find what you are good at and what you cannot understand, and work more on the parts that you cannot understand or are a little difficult to grasp. Okay, so it is important that we find the difficult concepts and try to understand them as easily as possible. I would say that. Then yes, practicing questions, because at the end of the day, we are writing the exam, right? We are writing the exam, and our NEET exam is completely MCQs. Yes, it's completely MCQs. So practicing questions will give you an idea. It will automatically make sure that you are reading the question, the options. So it creates a strategy. Okay, strategy is important. Yeah, strategy is a little important when it comes to exams where we have MCQs. That is how to look at the question, how to eliminate the answers. Okay, we will learn elimination by practicing questions, elimination of options, which is very important. Okay, you've got 4 options. Out of the 4 options, how do we know which one is the right one? If we can eliminate one, you still have a 75%. So if you have 4 options, you have 25% of getting it right, even if you don't know anything. That is, even if you do inky pinky ponky, you get 25% of getting it right. Okay, now take off one option. If we can eliminate one option, then you still have 33.3% to get it right. Okay, take off 2 options. You have 50% of getting the right answer, even if you pick blindly. Okay, so elimination of options should be a very good way you can lead yourself to the correct answer. Okay, that is also why I will come to the next point, which is mock tests. Okay, when we give mock tests, first thing we can take care is of the timing. Okay, because when we are planning and doing practicing questions, we can give one question, say 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You can sit with the whole day with one question. Nobody's going to ask you anything. But at the same time, when we are giving mock tests or when we are giving proper timely tests, that is when you will learn about timing and time management, because that is also a skill. Okay, and the best advice I have got, because you have three subjects and everything, the best advice I've got is start with the easiest. Okay, scan through the questions, find the easy questions, do them then and there. Don't wait. Okay, do the questions. It does not matter which way you go through. Okay, you start with physics, you start with chemistry, you start with bio, but I would say even among all these 3 subjects, whichever is easy and comfortable for you, choose that subject first. Not everyone will have biology as their easy subject. Okay, so if you find chemistry is a little better for you, go for chemistry first. If you find physics is better for you, you go for physics. Okay, if you find bio is better, you start with bio. But even in that subject, you will have a range of difficulties. Okay, so find the easy questions, do them first, so that later you will not have that regret of, oh my god, this was such an easy question. I couldn't do it. I didn't have the time to do it. Okay, that is why it's important to practice and do a lot of mock tests. But doing the test is not enough. Okay, after the mock test is done, the second thing that you should do, and the most important thing, is to analyze your paper. Okay, absolutely important thing is to analyze the paper. Look at the question where you went wrong. Look at all the 4 options. Okay, you clicked on some wrong option. Why did you click on that option? You should be able to remember, okay, I was thinking like this. Okay, I thought the answer is this. That is why I gave it wrong. Why did I think like that? You've got to reflect. Okay, you have to understand where you went wrong. It will take time. Okay, analyzing questions take much more time than writing the exam. Believe it or not, because I'm telling you, I recently gave my competitive exam. So we used to have classes from Monday to Saturday. There, Sunday was the exam days. Every Sunday we used to have tests. Okay, and that day we never used to have classes, because morning, if the exam starts from 10, okay, it'll be till 1 o'clock. Or if it starts from 9, it will be till 12 o'clock. The rest of the day will be spent No matter what, it will be spent not for sleeping or taking rest, it will be spent for analyzing the paper. So that you realize that in each and every question, why you could not eliminate the wrong one, why you gave the wrong option, okay, and why is the other option correct, right? You should have that sense of curiosity of why you made that mistake, not where you went wrong, rather than why you made that mistake. That is very important when it comes to tests. Okay, anybody can take any number of tests. Yes, you can just choose a day and three tests you can write. It'll take only 9 hours, but that's not enough. Okay, but you've got to analyze, you've got to reflect on your tests. And then maintaining a good health. This is not done. I know it's like a series of advices, and we hate listening to advices. But if you really want, okay, if you are really ready to prepare and give NEET, then yes, you've got to first prioritize your health. Because when you are at the prime of your health, you automatically have concentration, you automatically have the willpower to study, and you will feel that, okay, all the concepts are easily going in. Okay, I don't know if you have ever heard, or you must be still hearing this from your parents and from your elders, that you should wake up early in the morning and study. Okay, we used to sit and study 5 o'clock early in the morning, 5 o'clock we used to sit and study, and everything used to go in so easily. That's because your brain is the most active when you wake up. Okay, it has got its rest, proper rest, and you wake up, and that is when it is more active. And that is why I'm saying prime health. Okay, the perfect homeostasis, we call it, right? At that time, the concepts go in like butter, believe it or not. Okay, so that is why it is important for you to have a balanced diet. Okay, I'm not saying no junk at all. Yes, you can have your junk, but reduce it. Okay, maintain a good health by a little bit of exercise. Okay, you can study for an hour, 2 hours, and you can go for a walk. Okay, or if you do cycling, that, or if you do skating, or if you play some sports, that. Okay, everything is important. Just sitting and preparing for NEET is not going to be your life, because what if you don't qualify NEET? And all the months that you sacrificed your health, you sacrificed your time, and you didn't get NEET. No, you should have a balanced life. Okay, even if it is 5 days prior to NEET, I would request all of you to take a half an hour break. In 24 hours, half an hour is not a big thing. You can go out, walk, okay, no gadgets, no screen, okay, walk, play, and come back. Half an hour is good. Okay, so maintaining good health is very, very, very important, and make sure you don't fall sick before the exam. Okay, very healthy food only before the exam. Then revision. Yes, I am very confident in the chapter sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Okay, I'm very confident. I'm a biology teacher, so I'm definitely confident in that subject. But even then, as a teacher, when I go for taking that class, I still have to read my NCRT. I still have to read my PPT. Okay, I still have to prepare. That is the power of revision. Okay, I would request, however you are ultimately confident ki this is the chapter I'm very good at. Any questions come from this, I'm good at it. Still revise. Find time to revise each and every chapter. Okay, because your brain is a very funny organ, believe it or not. I'm a bio teacher. Okay, your brain is a very funny organ. When you really want information, okay, from inside, it's very selfish. It will not give. It is very playful. It will not give you the information you want. It'll give you all the unwanted information. Okay, so this is like a maze inside. So when you really want that information, you will not get it. So constantly revise so that it is on the top of your head. Okay, so you don't have to dig in deep to get the information. So constant revision is important, and especially when it comes to bio, because there are many examples. Okay, morphology is a chapter which is full of examples. Biological classification is a chapter of full examples. So examples, okay, all the examples that we have in different chapters, I would really suggest that you write and learn. I know it's a little too much, okay, but write and learn. I'm not saying to make it perfect, with all the diagrams and everything. No, but even if you're scribbling it onto some paper, just write and learn. Okay, because the more you write, it creates muscle memory. Okay, it creates muscle memory. It stays in your head for a longer time. So obviously, revision and the notes for your revision, I would say make it into tables. This is something I always tell my students. Flowcharts. Because in flowcharts, you can give all the examples. And definitely one thing I do is ask them to make it colorful. Make it as colorful as possible. Okay, that will not make you any kiddish or childish or anything. Making it colorful it does not have to be neat. Okay, it can be shabby as possible, but make it colorful so that you know which is the important one. You just look at that page, okay, and you know what we are talking about just with the color, because you have written it, you remember what you're writing. Okay, so make it colorful. Then yes, taking breaks. I've already touched this topic when we told about health. Breaks are important. Okay, your brain cannot continuously work for hours and hours and hours together. It's not designed like that. Okay, because these studying and exams all came up very, very late. Okay, before that, man never used to study so much. So don't give so much of stress to your brain. Take breaks. Okay, as much as possible. Short 5-minute breaks. But please don't include this thing in your break. Okay, the moment you go into this thing while you're having your break, then it's gone. Your break is gone, your study time is gone, everything is gone. Okay, then you'll come back. It's another world. You'll come back only after 2 hours. So no. Okay, so taking breaks, 5-minute breaks, is to maybe close your eyes so that you give your eyes some rest, walk around, wash your face. Okay, go say hi to your mom and dad. Yeah, we forget that also at times. That is also important. So those are things you can do in that 5-minute breaks. Drink a lot of water. Go to your washroom. Okay, make sure your body is healthy that way also. Right. So taking breaks, 5-10 minutes breaks is good. Then finding your weakness. Something nobody likes doing. Okay, when people point at you and tell you that you know what, this is something that you're not good at. Okay, it hurts. It hurts your ego a lot, I know. But if you can master the confidence, if you can find out a little bit way of, taking that criticism in a constructive way. I'm not saying you should do it right away or anything, but at least if you can reflect, okay, this is where I am failing at. I am being lazy at this time. Okay, I am having a lot of distractions. We will talk about that later. So yes, these are kind of my weaknesses. So try, if you really want to become a better person, try to work away from your weaknesses. Okay, try to see what you can do. It's completely personal. Okay, I cannot tell you that in one day you do so much, you do this. Okay, it'll be fine for you. No, because every person is different. Okay, as bio students, you must be knowing that. As genetic students, you must be knowing that everybody is different. The way we react to every situation is different. Okay, so when you find your weakness, if you really want to go, if you really want to improve from there, make sure you have friends who will help you out. Make sure you can go to your parents anytime. Make sure you have teachers who will help you out, saying that, okay, this is what I find is as my weakness. Can you help me? There is nothing wrong, okay, in asking for help. So go ahead, ask for help. Okay, asking for help is not a weakness. Please remember that. Okay, you need help. That does not mean you're weak. It just means you are strong enough to ask for it. Okay, and to make it better. It is not a sign of weakness at all. I thought that too. Okay, because I'm the elder one in the family. Okay, so there's unnaturally a lot of pressure on me, saying that, oh, you should be strong. Okay, but later, a little too late, I learned that I don't have to be strong. I don't have to take up the entire emotional baggage of the family or the entire, stress of the exam or anything on myself. Okay, I can talk to people. There are people to take care of me also, or I should be having people like that. I'm not the one who has to take care of everybody. Okay, I know you might also be having a lot of responsibilities like that, maybe in your houses or in your schools or in your colleges or wherever. Okay. So make sure that asking for help is not a weakness. Don't feel bad about it. Okay. But again, if you have the right company, you won't feel bad. That leads us to our distractions. Everybody has distractions. Even if I use my mobile phone for a while, I do get lost in it. One thing you can do is there are apps. There are apps that will help you lock your phone for a while. Okay, that will reduce your time on the phone for a while. It will get unlocked only after a certain time. Emergency calls you'll get. Don't worry. Okay, so there are apps like that. You can Google them. So try if you feel that I can't control myself, ma'am. Okay, then you do that. You lock certain apps or you lock the phone completely. Okay. And again, one thing is out of sight, out of mind. You keep it somewhere you can't see, and you get indulged in studying. Okay, do some really interesting questions that you will go deep into your studies only. Okay, you'll not think about it. Right? Otherwise, yes, like I said, apps can help. It helps me. Okay, I have put up this time limit for my social media. So after the time limit is up for a day, it shows the message, and then I have to close it. Right? So do that for yourself. Okay. Then yes, NCRT. Everybody keeps asking me, ma'am, for bio, what is the best book to study? NCRT. Okay, and that is where I will also tell you a little bit about our Wacom, because trust me, I've had a lot of good things happening because of this. Okay, I rarely use the so you guys, I don't know if you guys, because I have my Wacom, so it's very easy for me to go through all of my applications with this. So why I'm telling you about NCRT along with Wacom is many of you, okay, I'm sure that many of you will not have your NCRT hard copies because you must be in a state syllabus and they would not provide you with your NCRT hard copies. So I ask my students also, it's okay, you don't have your hard copy, please take your soft copy. Okay, you can get the PDF of it online. Download the PDFs. Okay, then the next question comes, ma'am, it's very difficult. Looking at the notes and writing is very difficult. So that is why I said NCRT should be filled with your notes. Okay, for example, these are 2 pages. Okay, these are 2 pages of NCRT I've taken. One is from anatomy. The other one is from plant kingdom. Okay. So in anatomy, whenever I teach this topic of radial and conjoint arrangement, in your NCRT, they have given beautiful diagram for radial. But for conjoint, they've shown only the vascular bundles. Okay. So I often have to draw an additional diagram, okay, showing you or showing the students that it's a completely different structure. Okay. When it comes to, if you have a root like this, I mean, yeah, a stem like this, and we have conjoined, I have to draw an entire structure just like how we have for the radial. Okay, and show them that it's slightly different. The arrangement is different. Okay, they are conjoined in a different way. So these kind of diagrams you can easily draw on your NCRT without damaging the book if you have your PDF with you. If you have your PDF with you. Okay, highlighting, be it highlighting or be it writing notes here, or you can even add blank pages and give your notes here only. Right? So for example, I'll show you one way that I use. Now, for example, this page, okay, the table that we have for algae is very, very important. But again, it gives you limited information. Okay, if it was me, I would definitely extend this table by 2 more columns and write 2 more things so that I don't have to read the long paragraph. Okay, now this is not going to be useful to me because I have all my information in a table. That is why I said while making notes also, revision notes also, I said include tables and flowcharts. Okay, I absolutely love the tables given in the NCRT, but I really wished that it would give a little more information. So extend it, write it on your own, so that you don't have to write the entire thing in your notebook and then add the, anything new, right? So you see, this is the Wacom I use. I'm sure you guys can see. And see, I really don't use my mouse at all. For everything I use this Wacom only. It's there comfortably on my lap. Or if I have a table extender, I use the table extender. Right now I don't have it. Okay, I am comfortably keeping it on my lap, and it's very easy to use. Okay. See, this is something I have prepared for my students. Okay. So this is from the chapter biological classification. If you go to kingdom fungi, you will know there are 4 groups of fungi. Okay. And there are notes in your NCERT that goes on for 2.5 pages. Right. I have put all those points into 2 slides. Okay. This is the first slide for it. Okay. And I have put all of that information into this for all these 4 groups. And you see, I've made it colorful also, because I cannot do without colors. So I know that the blue means, okay, the blue is showing the different names of those fungi. Okay, the red is showing how septate or aseptate the hyphae is. So you see, your brain can differentiate information much easily when you use colors. Okay, the main reason is that, not because I love colors or anything, I'm very attached to colors or anything. No, it's not like that. My eyes can go to the right place, okay, wherever I need. So now, if I remember this table, okay, in the exam, I can remember it, exactly like that. And then I know, okay, the red, we learned about it in red. Okay, it was talking about aseptate or septate hyphae. Okay, the spores. So the handwriting is not great, but I'm telling you, this is how I use my Wacom, okay, for daily classes to teach all of my students, and they take the printouts of these notes. Okay, I know the handwriting is really bad, but they still take the printout of these notes. Okay, I've seen them doing it, right? So this has been my savior for a very long time when it comes to making notes, giving them flow charts, giving them life cycles. Okay. And yes, zoology is not complete without diagrams. Okay. Be it your menstrual cycle, be it your human physiology, the entire human physiology has a lot of structures. You see how beautiful this is? Okay. Now, this is not of this Wacom, but this is a picture from a digital Wacom, which has a screen. So you can directly draw on the screen. Okay. It's usually used by people who are a little creative and everything, but you guys can also get that. Okay. And you can make notes which you can carry anywhere. Okay. So you guys are going on a trip with your family. You don't have to take these huge books, NCERT books, okay, plus your notebooks, plus your reference books. No need. You can download everything into one, maybe the laptop and the Wacom. That's all that is required. Okay, it's very handy. So yeah. Before I end the session, one thing I would like to say in a very short story. Okay, many people are worried that the NEET exam is coming so soon, and worried about how will I write the exam. I have so much of portions to do. Okay, I'm sure all of you guys are worried about it. I have very less days. What do I do, ma'am? There's too much to learn. I have a lot of backlogs of my 11th. Okay, when you what do you say, stuff your brain with so much of uncertainties, okay, there are many problems. One story that I read is, I think there was a horse and a boy, okay, and they were journeying in the forest, okay. So what happened is, but it was sunset, it was post sunset, it was getting dark, okay. So the boy was scared, and they're walking through the woods, through the forest. So the boy was like, what if there is a pit that I've fallen to? What if there's an animal, or I don't know. Okay, so the boy was not ready to move forward, thinking of what might come in the future. The horse said to the boy, okay, and it was very foggy also. Okay, it was very foggy. You can't see anything clearly. It was getting dark as well. Okay, so the horse turned to the boy and said, "Can you see your next step? Okay, can you see ground on the next step you're going to take?" The boy said, "Yes." So take that step. Just take that step. That is one step forward. Okay, so once you move that step, you can see the next step. Move that. Okay, So go step by step. Do things which are there in your control. Don't worry about things which are not there in your control. Okay? Take decisions where you can alter them, saying, okay, today I can study this, or in this 1 hour I can complete this much of portion. I'll do that. Yes, there are 11th backlogs. There's a lot of notes to be made. There's very little days. Yes, but what can you do now? Just focus on that. Okay. So I guess now I will take doubts, and if we okay, right, I'll just stop sharing. Yeah. Okay, so there is a question. Hi, ma'am. My question is why we can't choose BHMS course above MBBS as a student. My parents say BHMS isn't a great course, but I want to become a homeopath. They like prepare for UPSC. They want to become okay. Right. So I guess I can't see the name. But anyways, this question is really nice, I would say, because your parents want you to do MBBS as well as UPSC, but you really want to do BHMS. Talk to them, okay? Be honest, because your parents are also just working for your success, okay? They also want you to be happy and successful. So they are going to give you options which they think are the best. Okay, that does not mean you are wrong. So if you feel that you can do better as a homeopathic doctor, go for it. But convince your parents. Tell them, I will study. Okay, it's just like being an MBBS doctor. I will study. I will do my best. It's not about the field, people. It's about where you are in the field. Okay, it's completely about where you are in the field. Okay, take anything you like, just become the best in it. Okay, and tell your parents, show your parents that you have the ability to become the best. Okay, I think you should be a little more open to your parents and try to talk them out. Is there a wise decision to drop a year and prepare for NEET after 10 plus 2? If you feel so, okay, you first complete your 12th, write your NEET exam then and there, okay, and see the score. Talk to your parents about it, talk to your teachers. You don't have to listen to them directly, okay, but you can pick up points from all of them. And if you feel that your parents are going to give you that freedom of 1 year, yes, you can take a drop. If they're there to support you, go ahead. Okay, you can take a year and prepare. I have my best friend who is doing her house agency now. After completing her MBBS, she had also taken a year drop. But what she realized is when she went to the college, there were many students like that. There were many students who take 1, 2, 3 years cut drop. Okay, they go and do some other course and they slowly clear NEET and then they go for MBBS. You can do that, no problem. Which books should I follow for NEET biology? I think I've answered it, Anushri. NCRT. Okay, for practice, you can get anything that you are comfortable with. Okay, any practice questions, any books with a lot of quizzes you can take. But for concept, please only NCRT. Okay. Are the types of questions in physics and chemistry of NEET and JEE almost the same? No, I've heard, again, physics and chemistry is not my forte, but I have heard that in JEE, the questions are a little more difficult. Okay, in NEET, it's a little more easier. Okay, I've seen that from the teachers that I work with. Okay, Vaishnavi. Then Sejal has asked, how does Wacom PenTab helpful in teaching NEET biology? Oh, I showed you. It's very helpful. Okay, because I can do all of my flowcharts. I can do all of my tables. I can put in all the colors. I usually have in my backpack. I have a lot of colors. Okay, because I used to make notes like that. But now I don't have to because I can choose the colors and I can easily make colorful notes with it. So it's very, very helpful.
Also, ma'am, Ashima,
Yes.
we have a video for the students as well to show them how this Wacom pen tab is useful to them. So can we just
Yes.
play it first?
Yes. Absolutely.
Just a second.
Sure, Sarthak. Thank you. Yes, so you did see. I mean, you really did see that. It is. It's very beautifully done. I see a lot of people using iPad and all for making notes, and it's quite expensive. This is another very good option because it stays definitely it's very user friendly. Okay, and we can it's very, what do you say, comfortable to use this rather than taking a lot of loads. Anyways, I have just passed my board exam in 10th. Can I prepare for NEET and JEE at a time, or should I focus on either maths or biology? Ananya, you can do both because sorry, yeah, there was a glitch. Okay, so you can do both. If you are a PCMB student, if you choose for physics, chemistry, maths, and bio in your 11th and 12th, you can aram sit and prepare for both. You just have to do your best in physics, chemistry, because those are the common subjects for both. And yes, maths, bio. If you have the ability to do it, you can. Okay. How can we memorize things faster by Praveen Singh? Memorizing things faster will never work. Okay, you have to give your time to your brain to memorize things. For me, it works by writing. For certain people, it works by listening to it again and again. So maybe record it and listen to it. Although, I mean, you can. So if there is a paragraph that you want to learn, record it. Voice record the paragraph and listen to it. Keep listening to it again and again. That will also work. Okay, but whatever you do, you have to do repeatedly. Okay. Again, that big question was from Dushyant. Okay, so that's done. Okay, so Pritam Rathore, I want to take special coaching for NEET from any reputed institute, but I'm confused whether to opt for online or offline. Which one is more effective? I would say there are advantages and disadvantages to both of them. In an online coaching, you don't have to travel, you save time by traveling, but nowadays you still do have a lot of good places where you can get the coaching done right. So you can opt for online if you are not comfortable traveling a lot and wasting time. But if you really want that classroom effect with a lot of friends, or you need to see the teacher, if it's like that, then you opt for offline. It depends on you again. You can try both. Okay, you can go for a demo for both, and you can choose as per your own experience. Okay, that would be better from anybody else's experience. Yeah. Okay. Then what would be the probable cutoff this year? That we can say only after the paper comes in, Rishabh. It will change for the groups also. It will change. It'll be depending on the paper. If it's a difficult paper, the cutoff will be really low. If it's a very easy paper, then the cutoff will be high. Okay, so we'll know that only after the paper is out, and that too, yes, once NTA releases it. Otherwise we can only sit and speculate. It will not even be close to what we speculate. No. Can you tell me some online platforms? But okay, Rishabh, make sure you are scoring something above 550 if you want to get into a good college. Okay, so 550 about 550 to 600 is a good range. Can you tell me some online platforms where I can practice mock tests for NEET? I guess there are many platforms. Okay, for example, I would definitely talk about Vedanta only. But even otherwise, you can try out. See, mock tests, no? From you don't have to limit yourself to one place. Go ahead, take the mock test from everywhere. Practice is never going to be less for you. Okay, so go ahead. I would never say no. Anything, anywhere, everywhere you can get your hands on, go ahead. Okay, Saranya. Then Charan's question: which are the most important chapters for NEET that I must revise? With respect to biology, I can tell you plant physiology, human physiology is extremely important. Then reproduction, okay, in plants and animals of your 12th. Genetics is important. I mean, everything is important, but have a look at the weightage. Okay, so when you find time, Google for NEET weightage. You will get the weightage of how many marks are allotted for each chapter or each unit, and you can go accordingly. Yeah. Can you tell me the time management strategy of NEET? Like I said, Pranav, the best way you can go by is answering the easiest questions first. Okay, that is one way you can go, so that the difficult questions at the end, Even if you can't answer them, you can at least be of the, of that relief that, okay, it was difficult, it's fine. I did all the easy ones. I did my best. Okay, so time management strategy is, again, the more you practice questions, even if you're repeating the same questions you did, that will improve your, time. That is, if you're doing one question today, if you're doing the same question tomorrow, obviously you will get it faster. Okay, the same thought process, but what took you 2 minutes will now take you 1 minute. So what I'm saying is, practicing the same questions over and over again also will help you, right? So that is the best way of time management. Repeatedly do questions. PYQs. Okay, when I ask my students to do PYQs, ma'am, ho gaya wo. I'm done with all my PYQs. Do them again. Do them again and again. Okay, if you are running out of questions, do the PYQs again and again. So what you did, what took you 5 minutes in the beginning will take you 2 minutes now. Okay, so repeatedly do the questions so that your time for each question will be reduced. Okay. Then what are, okay, there's a question from mother. What are some careers that I can approach if I can't crack NEET in my second attempt? You can go, if you are a person who wants to go into the medical field, you can go into paramedical courses. My brother is doing one. He is doing his medical imaging technology, which is all about CT, MRI scans, cath labs and everything. So you can do that. You can go for physiotherapy. You can go for Ayurveda. You can go for homeopathic. You can go for veterinary science. You can take many. And there are some very interesting courses also. Like, for example, in Vellore, I have heard that there's a course on prosthetics. Okay. If a person loses any of their organs, you can have a prosthetic fit to them. So there is a specific course for that. And that I've heard is very interesting, very fabulous, and quite rare also. So find courses like that. Now you have n number of opportunities. Okay. MBBS is just one way. You have so many other ways. You can still work in the medical field. Okay. You have very good professions. So you can check them out, watch videos, learn more, read about them more. Okay. I just got my admission in class 11. Should I start my NEET preparation now, or can I invest some time for my board syllabus? Boards, you can take your time. Okay, start your NEET preparation immediately, because when you prepare for NEET, you start taking things more seriously. When you're automatically preparing for NEET, boards become very easy. Okay, Bharat. So start your NEET preparation. Don't wait for anything. Don't wait for anything. When you're doing your NEET preparation, you'll automatically study for boards. Yeah. I'm a third year dropper, but still my score is around 350. Yes, Dinesh. Okay, so you're a third year dropper. So by now you should be aware of what are the subjects that you're lacking in. Okay, so maybe bio is difficult, maybe physics is difficult. Get help for that particular subjects. Okay, and like I said, analyze your papers. Whatever NEET exams you've been writing so far, combine all the papers and find out where you have gone wrong. I think if you practice more tests, that would do you great. Maybe it is your time management, or maybe I don't think concept is your issue, Dinesh. You might have a very good heavy concept, but when it comes to questions, maybe you're lagging behind. So practice most questions. That is what I would say to anybody. Then Dushyant, if we adapt Wacom, then won't be affecting our habit, like we have to write with pen and paper on the boards. It's not very difficult. It's not like you're holding anything alien. Okay, it's just like using a normal pen and paper only. And in fact, okay, one thing I've observed is writing with Wacom requires a lot more control. Okay, so what happens is, in your board exams, you will have better handwriting, because here you have to better your handwriting. Okay, there you'll have better handwriting. Trust me. So it will help. What are the most scoring parts in NEET syllabus? Oh, you can easily score questions out of reproduction. Okay, they're very direct questions, and you can score well when it comes to biological classification, the entire diversity thing. Okay, in the diversity of living organisms, you can score really well. Ecology is good. Okay, if you know the graphs and formulas, then ecology is also something where we can go for scoring. Biomolecules, molecular inheritance of genetics, that if you are interested in those subjects, then you can score well, because here you will not have any conceptual questions. They'll all be direct questions. Conceptual questions will come. I'll tell you in maybe in a little bit of genetics. Okay, genetics is where you have very tricky questions coming up, right? But otherwise, most of the other questions are straightforward. So you should be able to score well in those chapters. And that was for Suprabha. Then Vijay, what should be the maximum number of attempts to decide if I should give up on NEET or should try one more time? Vijay, when you are giving the exams, okay, you yourself will understand, right? So some people drop NEET in the first attempt itself. There are people who realize, okay, maybe I'll write once more and then leave it. There are people who do write it for the second time, third time, fourth time. You will know. If you feel that you are getting tired, if you feel that, you know what, it's not worth it, then you can stop. Okay, it's not a decision you should be taking now. Don't worry, you can take it slowly. You don't have to have the answers for everything right now. Okay. Sangeeta, is it advisable to pursue graduation and also prepare for NEET? If you can do both, then why not? Okay, if you have the support system from your family, go ahead and do it. Right? Don't whatever is right for you. Okay, you guys are teenagers. You are not babies. Okay, I would say even babies can decide for themselves. You guys can definitely decide for yourselves. You guys can definitely decide for yourselves. Don't worry about it. Don't doubt your judgment. Okay, if you are having a feeling you can manage with your graduation, you probably can. You are good at it, so go for it. Right? If you feel it is difficult, if you have that freedom of dropping your graduation or dropping your NEET, go ahead with that also. Yes. So whatever you feel like doing, if you have a strong feeling towards it, if you talk to your parents and everything, and you feel like, okay, I think I can manage doing it, you should go ahead and do it. Okay, so that you won't regret later. What is the name of that Wacom product? You can Google for, this is One by Wacom. Okay, it's called as One by Wacom. This is a pen tablet. You can try many others. Okay, you just have to go to the Wacom website. They'll give you all the information regarding all the models. Okay, cost I'm not very sure of, Saloni. You can check them online. You can get it online. Okay, Mihir and Saloni's Wacom questions. How to manage time for all 3 subjects every day? Pranal, don't manage all 3 subjects. Okay, every day learn only 2 subjects. Pick 2. Okay, so what I would like to do is, for me, bio is the easiest. Okay, so if I was a NEET student right now, for me, bio would be the easiest, chemistry a little more difficult, and physics the most difficult. So what I would do is I will split them into 4: botany, zoology, and physics and chemistry. Okay. So now what I would do is, for me, physics is difficult. The same way, botany is easy. So I would combine physics and botany for one day, and then I would put chemistry and zoology for another day. Okay, so I would do 2 subjects in a day. And I can keep repeating it. So, Manoki, you have 7 days in a week. Take the 6 days, okay, and do this. Okay, so that 3 times you get to study the subject properly. Do not go for studying all 3 subjects in a day. It will break your head. Yeah? Is securing NEET confirm a secure future? Not at all. Nothing can confirm a secure future. Nothing can. Okay, you give your NEET, you give your IAS, whatever you give, even if you get into it, nothing can secure a good future for you. You have to continuously work. Okay, there might be people telling you, "Ki NEET likho people. After that, you can be free. You can live your life." Okay, it's just till 12th you have to work hard. After that, life is bindas. No, it's not. After writing NEET, you have to work equally or even more hard to complete your MBBS. After MBBS, you have to write more and more exams, study more and more. Okay, it's a never-ending process. You have to continuously study. Even now, I'm studying. Okay, so there is no secure future. It's all about your abilities. Okay, study well, become the best in it, then you get a good job. Okay, there is no security anywhere. So go ahead. Okay, so there is nothing which will guarantee you, yes, I will give you a job for the next 50 years. Nobody's going to do that. How to manage exam hall tension? Give me some tips. Exam hall tension. Oof. Yes, I've had that too. So first thing is, you should realize that NEET is not the end of your life. Okay. The moment you realize that NEET is just an exam. Okay, you go ahead with confidence. Okay, so where If you understand the concept, if you've studied properly, you will have confidence. Don't go with overconfidence. Have confidence ki, yeah, I have studied, I have prepared. So that will help you. Once you get into the exam hall, you're like, you know what? I don't care. I don't care about this exam anymore. I will go. Whatever I know, I will give the answer and I will come back. I will be able to do it properly. Go with a positive thought. Okay, that is something we have to start inculcating now itself, today itself. Okay, Zahira, you will start practicing today itself, saying that, okay, I will prepare my best. I will go and give my best. Okay, I'm not asking you to get 720 on 720. I'm asking you to get 100% of what you can do. That is enough. Okay, I don't want you to get even 1 mark more than that. Whatever you can do, you do. That's it. Okay. If I don't get success, then what to do after that? Success is not a course. Success is not a mark. Success is not an exam. Okay. If you don't succeed in one thing, that obviously means that you are having something better. Okay. Now, from personal experience, I'll tell you. I was planning to go for becoming a college lecturer. Okay, that's what I had planned from the beginning. I gave my NET exam also for that, because when I give the exam, I am qualified for being a lecturer. Okay, it's college me. So I wanted to teach students in college. So I had all the plan. I gave the exam also. But then I came into Vedantu. Okay, and Vedantu changed all of my plans and dreams. Matlab, I was going to become a college professor, you know, wear sari, maybe specs, and go and threaten students who are bigger. Okay, I was in that thought. But then, you know what I got? I got a black t-shirt, okay, with Vedantu master teacher, and I'm aram se working from home, or now I'm yeah, sorry, I'm back. Okay, so I can work from anywhere. I love my job. I love my job. Okay, but this is not what I wanted. Okay, when I was in 12th, this is not what I had planned. This is nothing close to what I had planned. Okay, so if you had asked, if I talked to the person I was in 12th, okay, my 17-year-old self, if my 17-year-old self is asking me, Ashima, did we succeed? I will say no. Okay, you did not achieve success, because for you at that age, success was becoming a college lecturer. I'm not a college lecturer. Okay, I did not succeed in my first dream, but I landed up in a place which is much better, I feel. Okay, so don't worry. If you don't get one thing, that means you're going to have something bigger coming up. Okay, I am a believer of that, so I think you should too. It'll help you. Where Wacom ka cost kitna hai? I think this one was 3,000. I don't remember, Baba. You can check it online. Okay, Arjun. My phone number, Aisha. Actually, yes, this is my Instagram account. Or you can also, I'll give you my Telegram account. You can message me on Telegram, okay? I will answer your questions on Telegram. Just tell me. Yes. You can. Yeah. So Ashima Joshi, capital A, capital J, all without space, right? So you can contact me on Telegram also. You can send in messages. I'll help you out as much as possible, right? So yes, if you have any more doubts, I'm ready to answer. Yes. Absolutely. Don't forget to check our magazine, Yoof. I've also been following them. It's really fun, people. So check it out.
Yeah, ma'am, definitely. It seems like everyone's questions are done, and we can bring this today's wonderful, like really wonderful session to a conclusion then.
Thank you.
So I would say that it was a really insightful session. We had a lot of mentors before, and we will probably have in the future as well. But your understanding of things and your explanation made one thing very clear, that you are being completely honest with the students. The idea that telling them after 12 maze nahi hai life ke, that is a very beautiful thing you told them. Telling them that NEET is just an exam is very important, because every year we see so many cases of things going wrong for students who are like NEET or JEE aspirants. So that was a very good message that you sent out there today. So yeah, thank you so much for that particular message. And I believe that we can learn biology from textbook, but you taught about really something different. not to study, but how to study and how to manage the disciplines in our life and the passion that we need to move forward with. So, which is very much important and needed in a student's life. So, thank you so much for imparting your knowledge on all of us. We would like to thank Wacom for supporting us. I request all the attendees who had any doubt about the cost of Wacom or how does Wacom work to check out their official website, wacom.com, and their Insta page, Wacom India. And lastly, as ma'am said, and we just had in the comments as well, that don't forget to check out Yoof's website, yoofmag.com, and our Insta page @yoofmag for all the latest events, webinars, competition, and of course our monthly issue of Yoof magazine. So thank you all. Have a wonderful day and best wishes to all the aspirants out there. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being with us today.
Thank you so much, Sarthak, for helping me out. Thank you so much, Rajesh, also. Definitely big thanks to you and big thanks to Wacom also. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.